Well, nearly a year after a mistrial, jury selection has begun again in the second murder trial for a federal agent. In August, a jury ended deadlocked over whether to convict Christopher Deedy of murder or set him free. As KITV4's Laura Yamada reports, Deedy returns to some changes even before the trial begins.
The defendant was fueled by alcohol, primed by warnings given him by his friends about the hostile locals, and ignited by the power of his Glock.
This case, ladies and gentlemen, is about self-defense and defense of others.
Those were the arguments that carried through 20 days of testimony last summer. Today in court, jury selection begins again. Federal agent Christopher Deedy with new attorneys. Prosecutor Janice Futa trying the case again, arguing after a night of bar hopping with his friends, Deedy murdered 23-year-old Colin Elderts at a Waikiki McDonald's restaurant in 2011. But defense attorneys will repeat after harassing customers at the McDonald's, it was a drunk and drugged-up Elderts who attacked Deedy. Deedy, they say, firing those fatal shots in self-defense.
It's a very fine line on that, that self-defense, especially when you're going to be using that deadly force.
Juror and foreman Justin Odagiri spoke exclusively with KITV last year, saying they had only two choices, convict Deedy of murder or set him free. In the end, no decision resulting in a mistrial.
There was no audio from the video, so it's all what people say, and everyone says something different.
He was delivering the blows. He would come back and down, back and down.
Jurors relied on the testimony of more than 24 witnesses, including Deedy himself, on grainy, soundless video from McDonald's surveillance cameras, and this smartphone video taken by a bystander after the shooting. But this time, jurors will not be allowed to see the part showing Deedy rendering aid to a dying Elderts. One change in the return of a largely familiar case.
When you pulled the trigger, you intended to kill Mr. Elderts, correct?
I intended to stop the threat.
Laura Yamada, KITV4 News.
Jury selection is expected to take about 3 weeks. Judge Karen Ahn told jurors expect that trial to last until August. Deedy is renewing his request to have the murder charge against him dismissed. Judge Ahn is expected to make that decision sometime this week.